For close to a quarter of a century now, one franchise has dominated the life simulation genre. The Sims has been a virtual dollhouse monopoly, setting the rules for how they work and what they cost without much real competition. This lack of competition has meant stagnation, experienced firsthand by veteran players in the form of splintered expansion packs and bare-bones base games. Enter Paralives, an ambitious project from a small, dedicated indie studio seeks to carve out its own territory in a landscape starved for meaningful competition. With a price tag of $40 and a promise to evolve alongside its player base, Paralives arrives bearing the heavy burden of monumental expectations. The journey into Paralives begins with the Paramaker, the game's character creation suite, which immediately establishes the title's unique visual identity. Paralives takes a stylized, almost illustrative visual approach, moving away from the hyper-realism that other upcoming competitors are chasing. The soft, welcoming hues and painterly textures lend the Parafolks a calming storybook quality that is both timeless and charming. But the real victory of the Paramaker is not just its unique art direction, but the insane amount of granular control it gives to the player. A true color wheel and a plethora of textures bring a sense of victory back to the golden age of life simulation customization, where players could painstakingly create every inch of their characters without the need of outside modifications. The character creator is more than just color palettes, adding basic physical tweaks sorely missing from the genre's standard bearers for years. The functional height sliders are a revelation, letting players create diverse paths of characters where people actually look different to one another in a crowd. Finally, the game engine can dynamically adjust animations to allow towering giants and tiny people to share the same space in a household. Furthermore, the game excels in its approach to layering clothing and accessories, combined with a thoughtful integration of inclusive elements. Features such as various disability aids and specific dietary toggles function as core lifestyle choices rather than taking up valuable personality trait slots. If the Paramaker is a good opening act, the build and buy mode is definitely the current showstopper. For those who view life simulators as architectural design tools, Paralives is a revelation. The developers have completely escaped the limiting constraints of the grid that have long dictated the building of digital homes. Here, walls can be bent with elegant precision, split-level floors can be created without convoluted exploit methods, and every conceivable piece of furniture can be resized, recolored, and stacked with total creative freedom. Building a house in Paralives is a tactile experience that you can't find anywhere else in the indie simulation space right now. It applies with equal facility to the minutiae of interior decoration. Players can place clutter on surfaces without battling predetermined rigid snapping points. If a potted plant is too big for a given shelf, a simple adjustment reduces it to the perfect size for the aesthetic you want, which in turn makes for a whole new decorative element. It's a testament to a developer's understanding of what the building community really wants that they are able to customize even the most specific details, like the handles on kitchen cabinetry. And it's in these quiet moments of creation, painstakingly crafting the perfect living room or designing a sprawling multi-tiered garden, that Paralives sings its most beautiful notes. The change from the orderly, controlled build mode to the chaotic live mode reveals the core gameplay loop of the simulation. The concept of an open-world town teeming with opportunities and easy travel by bikes and cars is very tempting. There is a special kind of cozy joy in sending a Parafolk to the local park or exploring the beach and never seeing a loading screen. Townie requests, little snappy quests like those in cozy farming sims, are a cute way of nudging you to interact with the wider community. These small quests, whether it's a trip to the gym or the tidying up of a local public space, add a sense of purpose to the daily routine, pushing players out of their carefully designed homes and into the public sphere. Plus, the game has a nice way of dealing with conversations. Interactions fill a meter instead of letting players spam the same interaction over and over, which then gives a handful of meaningful dialogue options. It rewards a more considered, deliberate approach to building relationships, giving the social mechanics a sense of narrative importance that is refreshing and engaging. However, it is imperative to approach Paralives with the clear understanding that it is a genuine early access release, and its live mode is currently where the grand illusion of the simulation frequently breaks down. The autonomy of the Parafolks is noticeably bare bones at this stage of development. Often, players have to directly and constantly intervene for characters to be able to deal with their needs or to do anything meaningful. More often, they resemble mannequins waiting for the next instruction than living, breathing entities with their own desires. In group settings or community lots, this lack of initiative creates environments that feel distinctly lifeless, with characters standing around rather than organically interacting with one another or their surroundings. The UI is pretty but cluttered and often unintuitive, which hampers the moment-to-moment gameplay. There will be many times when the player tries to interact with things that don't actually work, without any indication or reason for the canceled action. Menus also tend to stick permanently to the screen, needing full game restarts to fix. Performance problems are yet another major challenge, especially when traversing the ambitious open world. Quickly moving the camera across the town or from different lots often causes severe frame rate drops and stuttering. The game engine is struggling to maintain a consistent performance, and the game itself is riddled with weird bugs that ruin immersion, like characters getting trapped in infinite loops of leveling up their personality traits. The world of Paralives can feel a little too quiet right now on the audio side of things. Community lots and outdoor environments feel empty with no ambient soundscapes to mention. The animations are expressive, but the lack of matching varied audio cues undermine the effect of player interactions overall, underscoring the artificiality of the current live mode experience. Yet, for all its undeniable technical flaws, missing features, and the inherent friction of beta software, there is an undeniable, captivating magic to the game. It's got the bones of a foundational, genre-defining masterpiece, made with a palpable warmth and a keen understanding of what the community actually cares about. Plain and simple, the studio's decision to include Steam Workshop support from the very beginning is a stroke of genius. This welcoming of the modding community means that players will rapidly fill in the content gaps, crafting custom clothing, localized furniture, and intricate gameplay tweaks, while the core dev team focuses on much-needed engine stability and systemic mechanics. The dev also says they will not have DLC or any paid expansion, just free updates, even after the full release. Turn Paralives into a worthwhile early access game and follow the journey to its full release. So, that is the video for today. Don't forget our other indie game review or our indie games top list. Thank you for watching, guys, and see you in the next video.